The early years. Where it all began, Sarah and I grew up in a typical suburban household. Our parents, both teachers, were loving but strict, with high expectations for both of us. Sarah, being 4 years older, was the golden child at first, smart, artistic, and always the one to set the example. I idolized her as a kid. She'd draw these amazing sketches and I'd beg her to teach me, but she'd usually brush me off saying I was too young to get it. I didn't think much of it then. I was just a kid who wanted to be like her big sister. The first sign of trouble came when I was 10 and Sarah was 14. I won a regional spelling bee and my parents threw a little celebration at home. Nothing big, just cake and some family friends. Sarah didn't say a word during the party. Later, she told me I only won because the other kids choked and that I wasn't that smart. I was crushed, but didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to seem like a whiner. Looking back, that was the start of a pattern. By the time I hit middle school, Sarah was in high school, and her resentment started to show more clearly. I joined the debate team and did well, earning a few trophies. Sarah, who was on the art club, would make snide comments like, "Debate's just yelling with extra steps. It's not like it's art." When I got my first A+ in math, a subject she struggled with, she told me I was just sucking up to the teacher. It stung, but I kept trying to win her approval. I'd invite her to my events, share my achievements, hoping she'd be proud. Instead, she'd either ignore me or find a way to twist it into something negative. Our parents didn't help much. They'd praise us both, but if Sarah was upset, they'd tiptoe around her. Once, when I got accepted into an honors program, Sarah stormed out of dinner, and my mom spent the rest of the night comforting her instead of celebrating with me. They'd say things like, "Sarah's just sensitive. She'll come around." I started feeling like I had to dim my own light to keep the peace. When Sarah went to college, I thought the distance would ease things. I was wrong. She'd come home for breaks and act like I was an intruder in her house. By then, I was 16, starting to find my own confidence. I had a tight group of friends, a part-time job at a coffee shop, and I was getting scouted for a scholarship in marketing. Sarah, meanwhile, was pursuing a fine arts degree, which she loved but was clearly stressing her out. She'd talk about how competitive the art world was, how hard it was to get noticed. I sympathized and tried to support her, liking her posts on Instagram, even buying one of her paintings for my room with my own money. But it was never enough. One incident stands out. When I was 17, I won a small scholarship for a marketing competition. My parents took us out to dinner to celebrate, and Sarah spent the whole time on her phone, barely speaking. This shorts can't handle this full story. Click the link in the description to see full story. You need to watch this.